Hello, good morning, students. How are you? I'm fine. And how you people are? And I welcome you to my this session of English class. In this channel, I am doing the revision of the first lesson of your Flamingo book. That is the name of that lesson is the last lesson. As you can see, revision of the last lesson. So we are doing the revision. I've already in my previous video I have explained to you about the lesson. I've explained you about the new word meaning. I've explained you about the important expressions. And now children, I'm going to do the type of questions which is given in the sample question paper of CBSE, and then children it is given in the board examination pay questions. I will be discussing with you, and I will be discussing you with the three type of question which comes like the MCQ question, that is one word or one sentence answer you have to give. Then we will discuss short questions, and then we will discuss long question. Children, when you write MCQ question, you have to see few things. You have to read the question very carefully, and you have to see that what has been asked. The exact word or the exact sentence, only one sentence or the one word you have to write, not more than that. But that should be accurate. Okay, so this you have to see. And children, sometimes children, there are many confusion is there in the question. We are not able to understand the question. Sometimes children, we have to face another problem like two answers. They look that we feel that both are correct. So in that case, children, you just read and reread the question and see what the question, what is asked in the question. So that is very important. Okay. Now, children, I told you that this story is dealing with the importance of the mother tongue. Okay, this story is dealing with what? The importance of the mother tongue. Okay, and the last lesson is set in the days of Franco-Prussian War of 1870 and 1871, which was held between 1870 and in 1871. France was defeated by Prussia, and children, Prussia was known by the name of Germany at that time. By order from Berlin, German language was imposed on the French-speaking district of Alsace and Lorraine. Now children, by the order of the German government, it was decided that the French language will not be taught anymore, and that language should be banned totally. Not only the French language, but the teachers who were teaching French language, they were also children to go to another place. They were told to shift from that school to go to some other places. So this was the condition, and children, the lesson described children how a teacher in Alice, Miss Monsieur Hamel, his students and the local village react to the shocking news. Now children, when this bombastic news came that they should stop reading French language now, that French language is banned forever, and from the next day the whole lesson will be there in the German language. So children, this was a shocking news, not only for the teacher but for the students and for the villagers also. Okay, and children, now children, France also understood why there was a crowd gathered at the bulletin board. So he understood this was the message which must have written in the bulletin board. Bulletin board was a place where they used to get the latest news of the war and which law is going to repose where. Okay. Now Mr. Hamel, he was a when he heard about this order from Berlin that now they have to keep German language, he was completely he did not review French when he entered in the classroom, and children, he got mixed with children. A patriotic feeling overwhelmed him. Okay, he urged his students as well as the village elders to safeguard their mother tongue French, mother tongue French among them. And he told them that the French is the most beautiful language, the most logical language, and the most clearest language in the world, and they should guard it properly. Okay, so children, this was the situation, and he gave the news also to the students and the villager. Okay, that it was the last lesson of French which he was going to teach. All the group of Alsace and Lorraine would teach only in German from the next day. So children, everybody was sad, everybody was full of patriotic feeling. In fact, they were repenting also that why did not they pay much attention, that they was not able to read and write the German language properly. Okay. Well, now Monsieur Hamel, he also told the people of Alsace to task the neglecting the learning of their native language. He told that we must not neglect it, at least we should learn how to write their own language. He also blamed the parents for the negligence of the language. Even Mr. Hamel blamed himself that many a time he had sent France for watering the plant, even he had given a holiday to the student because he had to go for fishing. So he took on his part also a wrong thing was done to the student. Then children, they told that then finally he told that the student, they must love and they must respect their own language. Now children, children, at last children, Hamier wrote on the board. What he wrote that it was the children. He wrote that long live France, vive la France. Okay, he wrote this thing. That means long live France. In this way, children, he had given respect not only to the mother tongue but to the whole nation. Okay, so now we will continue the lesson and let's see what we have to do. I've revised this lesson 2 times. I've taught you lesson, and this lesson is very interesting, a very nice lesson, full of emotion, full of patriotic feeling, full of sarcastic comment on the children, to the Berlin people, to the Berlin law and order. Okay, and a very emotional touch between the students and the teacher. Okay, how did the student feel when they came to know from Monsieur Hamel that it was the last French lesson to them, and the order from Berlin was a futile attempt to impose a foreign language on the conquered people of Alsace and Lorraine. And children, though it was a children, the imposition only aroused patriotic feeling of the local people for their native language. They were sad, they were helpless, but at the same time, children, they were thinking that they should guard their language, as told by their teacher also to guard the language. So children, the day of the last lesson was full of regret and sentiment. And children, a message was there, and I will tell you about the message when we will discuss the question and answer. So now children, I will be discussing with you the 3 type of question and answer. I will be discussing with you now the short question. We have already discussed a lot of questions from the sample paper yesterday in previous video. Now we will be doing some more questions from the sample paper, from the last year's board examination paper, and some very important question which might come in the examination. So children, I start my question answer part now. So student, now children, I'm going to do many questions, and yesterday I was telling in the revision I will be telling about MCQ questions, short and long, short questions and long question. So these three type of question will be coming to you in the examination. MC question, children, MCQ question, it can come in the form of extract based writing, and that sentence might be a one word or a one sentence question. It will be of 1 mark, remember children. The main thing is in MCQ question is that it should be exact and relevant. The answer should, whatever you choose it or write it, it should be exact and relevant, and you should write either in one word, it depends upon the situation of the question, or in one sentence, not more than that. So this you have to see, student. Okay, then you have to then children, you have to write this one. You have to write the short answer question, and your short answer question will be only of 30 to 40 words, not more than that. This you have to pay attention, keep in your mind. This will be of your 120 to 150 words, and this is one word or one sentence question. Okay, so these three type of question will be there in the examination. And children, MCQ, I think no need to tell, you only have to write up to the point, but children, you have to think it very clearly. So children, sometimes the student, they don't understand the question. Sometimes children, in the MCQ answer, it comes in such a way that the people get confused, that the people, they get confused that maybe 2 or 3 answers are exactly like that. So the people, they get confused here. Okay, so in MCQ question, children, you have to see that what is the question given. It is very difficult to understand the question. You have to read it very carefully, because they are also expecting to have an accurate questions answers only. Otherwise children, your answers will be wrong. And there are many students who try to cheat other. Please don't cheat. Try to understand the question by yourself. Okay, and try to write answer by yourself, because I think this is very much clear to you. The way I've taught, I think the lesson is clear to you all. Now we will come to 30 to 40 words short answer question and answer. I've already discussed a lot of question and answer from the sample paper and from the board paper, yes, in my previous video. And today also I'm going to discuss some more question which came in the board examination, the previous board examination, and it was given in the sample paper. So children, keeping in mind, I have chosen the question which is very important. And children, board examination mean what? Board examination means that a student, that children, whatever they are asking, first thing you should try to understand the question, and never scribble. Don't scribble, student. Scribble means don't overwrite, no cutting, write in a very neat manner. And children, third thing, children, please adhere to the word limit. Whatever word limit is there, if it is 40 words question, you can write 41 or 42 or 43, but not more than that. Okay, and from 30 to 40 words, and you cannot write even 10 words. If you will write only 10 to 15 words, then also your marks will be cut. So you have to adhere to the word limit. Okay, now some other things are also there, like children, you have to read question very carefully. At the same time, children, you have to write also. You have to write answer also, very relevant point you have to give, because even many people are in a habit, they write, if it is a 40 words answer, question answer is there, they write only one word right, I mean one sentence right, and 20 other words they write irrelevant. The things which is wrong, they write like that. So this thing should not be happen. Okay, please give exact answers whatever is required, whatever is asked in the question. So children, each child should know that what the question should be, what has been asked in the question. Sometimes children, two parts are there in the question, the child only write the first part and leave the other, so that is also important. Okay, so this a child has to see. Now children, coming to the question, describe the background in which the last lesson of Alphonse Daudet has been set. Okay, so this you have to write it, and children, you can say this has been said during the time of Franco-Prussian War, and by the order from Berlin, German language was imposed on the French-speaking district of Alsace and Lorraine. The lesson describes how a teacher in Alsace, Monsieur Hamel, his students and the local villages react to the shocking news. Okay. Why did Franz, the second thing is that why did Franz want to spend his day out of door? Or children, this question came from, it is there in the CBSE sample paper. For Franz, what was much more tempting than going to school and why? This is in the sample paper of CBSE, that for Franz, what was much more tempting than going to school and why? So Franz was very late for school. Monsieur Hamel was to question the student on participles. Franz knew nothing about them and feared a scolding from his teacher. The bright weather, words, field, the chirping of the birds tempted him a lot. He wanted to spend the day out of doors, but he overcame his temptation and hurried off to the school. Now children, again the next question is also from the CBSE sample paper. The question is, why was there a crowd in front of the bulletin board at the town hall? So why the crowd was gathered in front of the bulletin board at the town hall? Now children, see the question. Many people will not write why the crowd had gathered. They will write what was written. Okay, so you have to read the question and you have to see that what has been asked in the question. So usually there used to be a crowd in front of the bulletin board at the town hall to have the latest news. All the bad news had come from there from the last 2 years, but that day another bad news shocked all of them. Okay, a new order had come from Berlin. German language was to be imposed on the French speaking people of Alsace and Lorraine. So the people had gathered to read the bulletin board at the town hall. Okay, so children, two sample paper question we have discussed, and now I'm going to read the another question. Let's see what has been there. Now the third question from the sample paper, children. Okay, what is the third question? How was the scene in the school on the morning of the last day different from that on other day? Nice question, isn't it? So children, the scene in the school on the last day was different from that on other day. The usual hustle and bustle of the morning hours was totally absent. It was not there. It was their last lesson in French. German was going to be imposed on them from the next day. Hence all students and even the village elders had gathered there. Everybody was shocked and stunned. The patriotic feeling had united them. Okay, so this is the way we should write our answers. Then children, one more question from CBSE question paper. What had the narrator counted on to enter the school unnoticed? Or how did he enter and what was the reaction of the teacher? So French was late for the school. Usually there was always a great hustle and bustle in the morning. He had hoped to take advantage of that commotion. He wanted to get to his desk without being noticed. But what day he had to go in before everybody. But nothing happened. Monsieur Hamel did not scold him. He only asked him very politely to take up his seat. Now children, why did Monsieur Hamel get angry? with France for being late. Monsieur Hamel was much disturbed by the news that came from Berlin. He was delivering his last lesson in French, so he did not get angry with France for being late. Bigger issues had gripped his mind. Rather, he said very kindly, "Go to your place, little France." He ignored France being late and went on with his lesson. So children, you can see these are some of the important paper questions from the sample paper right now I'm taking. This question is also very important, though it is not from the sample paper, but I feel it is very important. And the question is, how did Moses Hamel give the shocking news to the students and the villager, and with what effect? So the new order came from Berlin, shocked and stunned even the village elders. They sat on the back benches with the student to show their respect to Moses Hamel. Moses Hamel spoke in a grave and gentle tone. He made it clear that he was their last lesson for French. All the school of Alsace and Lorraine would teach only in German from the next day. Okay, so this was the shocking news. Okay, then one more question from the CBSE sample paper. What change did the order from Berlin cause in the school? The order from Berlin caused major changes in the school. From the next day, only German language will be taught. It was the last day for teaching the French language. The newsmaster would come to replace, the new teacher will come to replace Monsieur Hamel. The students as well as the villagers, the village elders, they were shocked to hear the news. They were overpowered by a strange, strong patriotic feeling for their native language, French. Everybody wanted to show respect to Monsieur Hamel, who had taught French for the last 40 years. Even Monsieur Hamel grew sentimental and overwhelmed by his love for French. Then children, this question came in 2017 or 18. Why did Franz wonder about when he entered the class that day? Franz noticed something unusual about the class that day, that all the students were sitting quietly. Okay, he was surprised that this never used to happen. So he was surprised. There was no sound of opening and closing of text, and the lesson orally repeated in unison. There was no commotion all around the place. He could only see his teacher roaming here and there with the other students sitting silently. And children, a question is there from in 2016 and from CBSE sample paper. Why did France think for a moment? France was impressed by the love and concern shown by the village elders and students toward their native language, French. He also became sad to realize that it was their last lesson in French. On the roof, the pigeon cooed very low. He thought to himself, will they make them sing in German, even the pigeons? He was filled with patriotic feeling and love and concern for his native language, France. Okay, so children, these are some of the important questions from the sample paper. So now children, I would like to do some other question from the sample paper. Now, this is important. How does Monsieur Hamel pay a tribute to the French language? Okay. How did Monsieur Hamel pay tribute to the French language? This can come in like this also. What are Monsieur Hamel's view about the French language? Why did Monsieur Hamel tell the people in the class about French language? Why did he ask them to do, and why? So these are some of the important questions. Now, Monsieur Hamel declared that French was the most beautiful, most clearest and logical language in the world. He asked the people to guard it among themselves and never forget it. As long as people hold fast to their language, they have the key to freedom. Hence, they must love and respect their own language. Now, who occupied the back benches on the day of the last lesson? This is again, it came twice in the CBSE examination in 2016 and 2017. At the same time, children, it came in the other form. The other form is why were some elderly people occupying the back benches that day? Nice question. So the village people occupied the back benches on the day of the last lesson. It was quite surprising to see them on the back benches. They were always empty. The old Hauser was sitting there with his three-cornered head. He had bought an old primer. The former mayor, the former postmaster, and several other villages were sitting there. They had come to show their love and adoration for their native language, French. Okay. The action was also a sort of protest against the imposition of German language on the French-speaking people of Alsace. So children, their action, it was actually a revolt from their side. Okay, they were feeling so helpless, they were not able to tell anything, but finally children, it was a revolt. They did not like all this which was happening to them, imposing deliberately the language of German to them. Now children, why did Moses Hamel ask his student and the villagers to guard French among them? This is not a board examination question, but definitely it is an important question. So Moses Hamel was delivering his last lesson in French to his student. The new order from Berlin aroused patriotic feeling to him. German was being imposed on the French-speaking people of Alsace. He considered French as the most beautiful and logical language in the world. He urged upon the people to guard their beautiful language among themselves. It was their key to freedom. How were the parents and Moses Hamel responsible for the children's neglect of the French language? Moses Hamel showed his concern that people of Alsace generally gave no importance to French. They put off learning their own native language. Even Moses Hamel did not spare himself in this regard. He neglected his teaching responsibilities. He sent the student quite often to water his flower instead of making them learn their lesson. Now, what was the parting message of Moses Hamel to his student and the village elders who had gathered in the classroom? Or children, this came in the CBSE board examination in 2012. How did Moses Hamel say farewell to his student and the people of the town? So children, Moses Hamel's aim was to arouse patriotic feeling in his students, villagers, elders and the people of the town for their native language. He made them conscious of the glory and greatness of French language. He urged them to safeguard it among themselves. And children, finally he wrote, he was so emotional, he was not able to speak, and finally he wrote on the board, Vive la France. Vive la France means long live France on the blackboard, undeparted. Okay. So, children, student, these are some of the important questions are there. Two more important questions, children, I would like to discuss with you. The short question, and then the children turn will come for the long question. France thinks, will they make them sing in German, even the pigeon? What does this tell about the attitude of the Frenchman? So children, when his teacher was teaching, two pigeons were cooing, and children, it is a sarcastic remark by this boy French, and what he thinks, will they make them sing in German, even the pigeon? So what is the question? What does this tell about the attitude of the Frenchman? The Frenchmen showed their strong dislike and resentment against the order that come from Berlin. The imposition of German over the French-speaking population of Alsace was quite humiliating. It filled with patriotic feeling for their great language. On the roof, the pigeon cooed very low. He thought to himself sarcastically, if they would make even the pigeons sing in German. Okay, now children, um, we have all a great deal to reproach ourselves, said Moser Hamel. Comment. This came in the CBSE examination. So Moser Hamel accuses everyone in Alsace of neglecting the study of his or her native language, French. The people are in the habit of putting off learning till the next day. They pretend to be a Frenchman but can neither speak nor write their own language. The parents are not anxious to have their children learn French. They send their children to work on a farm or at the mills. Mr. Hamel even accuses or blamed himself of neglecting his teaching responsibilities. He sent the student quite often to water his plant instead of learning their lesson. He gave them a holiday when he was out for fishing. So children, these are the things, these are the all the important short answers I have discussed with you. And now children, very soon I will be discussing the long answers with you. So with we will describe the answers which were given in the, discuss the answers which are given in the question paper, in the sample paper, okay, and the important question. So children, let's start. Now children, before I started discussing the long questions, let me give you some tips how to write the long question. Children, first of all, you have to see whether the long question is a single question or parts, there two or three parts have been asked. If it is single, then it is more tough, student. If it is asked in parts, that is when two or more questions are there in one question, so that would be easy. Part wise is much easier. Second thing children, if it is single or if it is given in parts, you have to see that what is the exact thing asked in the question. What exact children, the many people do wrong things because children, they are not aware that what has been asked in the question. They will like to fill up the pages, they will write too much, but they will deviate from the main point which they are supposed to write. Okay, and for that children, this explanation which we are doing, that is very important. Not only explanation, you have to read your chapters quite a lot by yourself, because a child should know what is there in the chapter, then only he can answer the question properly. Okay, second thing children, long question you have to write 2 to 3 paragraph. You cannot write 200 or 120 words in a single paragraph, it will give a bad effect. And children, you should know how to do the 3 parts, which is examiner would like to see the 3 part. What are the 3 part? How you introduce your how you introduce writing the answer, that means how you start your introduction part, that is the beginning part, the initial part of the question, and then how you discuss all the main thing in the second or the third paragraph, and finally how you conclude your question. That is very important. Okay, it is here children that student have to think that the question should be written sequence wise. What should come first, what should come in the second paragraph, what should be there in the third paragraph. A child should know all these things. Okay, so child should know. And children, no scribbling, write in a very nice handwriting which gives a lot of good impact to the examiner. Try to see the children, the copies, it is already loaded, the toppers copies are now loaded in the CBSE site. Try to go to that site and see how beautifully, how nicely they have written. You do that and compare yourself with that answer script which is loaded in the toppers notebooks, and the answer script is always loaded. The last year toppers and the second last year toppers, I hope you should go and see it. Okay, so this is very important. Few other tips children, write in a good handwriting, write in a 2 to 3 paragraphs, and don't fill up the pages. You have to think for that. Long answer is not a very easy thing to write. You have to see what has been asked in the question and how you are going to start, which part you should write first. Many times children, when we write, then it comes in our mind, oh, this should not be there, our first point should be start like that. So children, it will create confusion if we will write afterwards. Okay, so it's better to think in the beginning also, and how you are going to start your question in the central, and the part how you are going to write all the main thing, and in the third part how you are going to write it. So children, here I end, and in my next video please wait, and we will discuss all the important long questions which has come in the board examination, which has given in the sample paper. All the important question we will discuss. So with this I conclude my video here. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.